welcome today to today's yoga session from the ADHD series. So it's not just for people with ADHD. Some of us have tendencies, but we're not necessarily, I've forgotten the word, we don't have the diagnosis. And some of us just can enjoy the things that are helpful for ADHD people, whether or not you're actually suffering. So today is about calming movements. So a way to either bring yourself back into a more calm place if you feel yourself getting a bit erratic or overstimulated or overwhelmed, but also maybe on those days that you do feel calm, but you know you need to move your body, but you don't want to overstimulate yourself and then end up on that cycle of like, everything. So this will hopefully be a session where you can have a nice calming session and keep that calm, but also know that, you kind of stretched out your body and got your breath in and the things that are good for your body as well. So we're going to begin down on the mat. Ease your way there anyhow you like. There's no rush. I'm just your guide, so definitely no performance, no masking. Just do the movements and the things that feel right for you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press into the back of every fingertip, every knuckle, into the whole of your palms. Knees are under the hips. Press into the top of the feet. Feel the ground nice and solid underneath you. To begin with, we're simply going to just bump the hips side to side. Check in with how this feels. I know for me right now, I've got a bit of soreness on the outside of the hips, just from a little hiking and some leg workout that I did earlier on. So just check in. Maybe you can feel it in your hips, maybe you can feel it in your lower back, maybe you're already feeling something in the shoulders. We're going to turn that now into a bit of a circle. And you can make this as big or small as you like, just beginning to check in. Feel the shins, the front of the ankles, the knees in contact with the ground. Keeping a little awareness in the arms. Change direction of your circle. So we're feeling that switching on of some of the muscles, but we're slow and controlled. Notice if we've kind of dropped the head down out of alignment, just try and make it an extension of your spine. And then the next time that we go back, we're going to take a child pose, separate the knees, actively reach the hands forwards. So maybe we take them a little wider than normal. Reach the fingertips away so that we're almost lifting back up. And then on your next exhale, let your bum sink down towards your heels. Dropping into it. Take a big inhale. Feel that expansion around the shoulder blades, the upper back. Exhale, drop. Again, big inhale and expansion. Exhale, drop. From here, we're going to walk the hands to the right side. Actively reach those left fingertips and then reach the left hip back to the ground. Big inhale, feel that expansion. Exhale, drop into the moment. Walking the hands over to the other side. Reaching that right hand away and then the right hip back. Take that big inhale and expand. And exhale, release. Bring the hands back into the middle. Tuck the toes under. Just take a little rock forwards and back, stretching out through the feet. Good. Drop the knees to the mat. Underneath the hips. Spread the fingers wide, drop into a cow pose. I'm going to take a couple of breaths here, so maybe have that little wag of your imaginary tail, a little movement through the neck, maybe a look over each shoulder. Maybe we take a little rock side to side here and check out with how you feel in the cow pose. So we don't always have to push through or find a rhythm with the breath to begin with. Then we're going to scoop under and find your cat pose, pushing the back backwards towards the sky. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and again, finding a little movement here that feels good for you. then one round with the breath as you inhale, curl the spine into your cow pose. As you exhale, scoop under into cat. Find a neutral spine. Nice and long, lengthening out through the top of the head, all the way down the spine. Take the knees wide. Plant the right hand on the mat. We're going to inhale, reach those left fingertips up to the sky, open up through the chest. And again, we can take a little movement here, so we don't need to just be still and start getting bored or letting the mind wander. We can take that little rock forwards and back, check in with how that feels. Maybe we can inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull the hand back. We can take a little look down to the grounded hand and then up to the sky. And then we're going to thread that left hand, so threading the needle down underneath, reaching it through towards right side wherever you can reach. And again, from here, we don't have to be still. We can take that little wag of the imaginary tail. We can reach the right hand up to the sky and then down around the back. And then up to the sky. And then down around the back. Or we can just keep it reaching up and lengthen up. And as you exhale, maybe pull back. One more inhale. As you exhale, let that right hand come back down. Sliding the left hand back out. Finding all fours. Knees are wide. This time, left hand is going to come to the mat, reaching the right hand up to the sky. And again, we can take that gentle movement. Either rocking forwards and back, we can lengthen the arm and then open up, lengthen and open, or we can change the gaze, or find a movement that feels good for you. One more breath. And then thread the needle, send that right hand through onto the shoulder. We can stay here, have that little wag of your imaginary tail, a little movement here, or we can send the left hand up. And then as we exhale, thread it around the back. Inhale up. Exhale, thread. Or we can inhale up. And then as you exhale, pull back to open the chest a little more, if that feels good for you. Good. On your next exhale, bringing that left hand back down, slowly coming out, threading the right arm through, coming onto the forearms, elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel, press into the fingertips as we bring the knees under the hips, walking the hips back, tailbone to the sky as we come into puppy pose, press into the top of the feet, let the heart melt. And you're going to have a little wag of your puppy tail in your puppy pose. Why not? Seems a shame not to. Enjoy it. Maybe even making a little circle with your tail. So finding movements that feel good for you. Good. From here, sliding forwards onto your belly. Place one hand on top of the other, rest the head, take a little rock through the hips side to side. Good, from here, we're going to bend the knees, take a moment to just have a little kick through the feet. Notice if we've kind of lifted the hips off the mat here, so just try and scoop the tailbone under a little, keeping a bit of integrity through the torso as we kick through the feet. Maybe you point and flex the toes. Maybe you just keep them up and make some circles. Feeling we've got a bit of switching on in the hamstring and the glutes, especially as we tuck under. A little bit of activation through the tummy.
but nothing too intense. And then we're going to bring feet together and let them come out. Again, to keep the tailbone scoop, bring them in, let them come out. So beginning to get a little bit of activation in those outer glutes or the outer hips and hamstrings. Good. Relax the legs down. Taking your right knee, I'm going to bring it out to the right side. Flexing through the right foot. Shifting over at home practice. We don't always have much room. We do what we can. So finding that space to the right side. Coming up onto the elbows. And we're going to scoop the tailbone under and find a stretch through the right hip. And then as we inhale, we're going to relax, arch the spine, maybe looking up. Exhale, scoop under. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, scoop. One more. Gently release that right leg down. Finding space to do the same on the left side. Bring the left knee out to the side. Right leg is lengthening back, flex through that left foot. Inhale, drop the belly, open up through the front body. Exhale, scoop under, stretching out through the hip. Inhale. Exhale, scoop under. One more. Inhale. And exhale, scoop it under. Good. Bring it back through center. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, make your way up through a little plank. And into your down dog. Take a little walk through the feet as you come up to the top of your mat. Staying in your forward fold, give the head a little shake, take a little rock side to side. From here, inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching the arms up to the sky. And hands to the heart. Reverse it. Inhale, reach them up. Dive into forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. From here, bring the fingertips to the mat. Take a little wiggle through the hips. Step the right foot back. Keeping the right knee lifted if you can. You can drop it if you need to. Right hand is going to come to the mat. Left hand is going to inhale to the sky. Exhale that left hand inside the left foot. Walk it out to the outer edge of the mat. If you want to, you can keep that back knee lifted for an extra breath. Otherwise, lowering it down now. Little movement through the left leg. Maybe taking a little rock around here. Check in with the hips. Good. And then if the right leg is lifted, lower it down. Right hand is on the mat. This time left hand is going to come to the knee. Maybe we let that left knee roll out a little and let the right hip drop down a little, looking over the left shoulder. Take a little movement as you breathe. Maybe as we inhale, we open and push away. As we exhale, we let the body kind of roll more towards itself. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let the body kind of roll in. And then coming back with the hands on the mat. Lift up through that right knee. Step the left leg back to meet the right. And then step the right foot forwards. Keeping that left knee lifted to begin with. Left hand on the mat as we reach right hand up to the sky. If you need to drop the left knee, you can. Good. We're going to take that right hand and bring it down inside the right foot. Walk the right foot to the outer edge of the mat. You can drop the knee now or keep it lifted for an extra breath or two as we take a moment to check in on this side. Take whatever movements you need to take. Then we're going to untuck the back toes, plant the knee down if it isn't already. Bring the right hand to the right knee as you inhale, open. As you exhale, release. So maybe again we find a movement that suits you. Here for me, it feels like a good movement to inhale, push away, open the chest. And to exhale, let my body kind of come back in as if I'm curling up more into a little ball. Inhale, opening out. Like a flower even. Exhale, in. One more time, inhale out. And then exhale, release the hand down. Take that right knee back to meet the left. And we're back on all fours. Spread the fingers wide. Take a circle through the tailbone. Send the knees wide. Send the hips back. And find a child's pose. Perhaps here we use the hands to rest the head. If you want to extend it out here, you can. We're going to take a moment to settle into some breath. So as you inhale, fill up. Feel the shoulder blades expand side to side. Feel the whole body actually expand. As you exhale, feel your body sink. Feel your hips relax. Feel your spine relax. Let's see if we can inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe a small pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. See if we can inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Small pause this time. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a couple of rounds of breath at your pace. Good. Gently use the hands to bring yourself up. Ease the legs in together. Take them in front of you and just let one leg come in and then the other. Good, and then from here we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and just let them be maybe a little further away. We're not trying to force it or make it really intense today. Take a little rock side to side, going from one bum cheek to the other. Feel that little massage in your glutes. Maybe you stretching one side of the neck and then the other. And then maybe from here we take a little bounce through the knees. Again, whatever movement feels good. And then we're going to take your left hand around either the ends of the feet, or we can just hold the feet together. It depends where you reach, what feels good for you. Inhale, reach the right hand back. I always think like a crane or a big bird, opening up the wing backwards. And then exhale as you bring it in and curve down. Swapping hands. Inhale, left hand lengthen up, open backwards like a big bird. And then exhale, bring it in. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Small 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big reach, small pause, and then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, just take a little lift as you inhale. And then as you exhale, let your body fold. Maybe we're still holding feet. Maybe we're holding ankles. Maybe hands are reaching on the floor. Find what feels like a nice fold for you. And find some movement. So maybe it's just a little wiggle of the hips as we settle down. Maybe it's a little inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold as you come down. Maybe it's simply just focusing on that expansion and contraction through the belly or through the upper back. Maybe you come back to that breath, 4 in, small pause, and 6 out. Maybe you just let your breath come to a natural rhythm here. I like to give you some options because how you're feeling and what you want to get out of the practice each day is going to be different for each of you. It means you can repeat this practice multiple times and have it feel completely different depending on whether you're doing the big movements and pushes or the gentle ones, whether you're taking big breaths, whether you're doing a bigger stretch or not. Okay, take one more big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Gently sitting up tall. Taking the legs out wide. Place the hands somewhere behind to support you. And just let the knees roll into the middle. Again, maybe we take a movement here. Maybe we kind of do one and then the other. Maybe we take the feet further. Maybe if it's in your practice, we can come into this kind of, forgotten the name of it, feet to the sides, kneeling position. Whatever it is, just take a moment to let your hips close. Take a moment to let the practice sink in today. You may not have felt like doing much before, or you may have been quite overwhelmed. Maybe that's helped you stay calm or get calm, or just move your body when you feel like you don't want to. Remember, in yoga, the movements that we do, it's all you. The instructor is just your guide. If a different movement feels better, take a different movement. If a slightly different position feels better, we're all aligned differently. Our moods are all different. Our abilities to focus, if particularly for myself with ADHD, sometimes if I'm following someone's video and they're holding the pose for ages and we're just holding and I'm like, come on, and it would put me off doing it. So, you know, if taking a little slight movement with the breath or to wiggle it out and feel it is what keeps you in the yoga practice, then do that. Make it yours. Make it work for you. So anyway, again, let me know how you found it, or how it works for you, or just your experience of doing yoga with ADHD or not ADHD, and maybe just how it is for everyone. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.